Hello internet world, welcome to a new video on the Geekanoids channel. I've got a really good pair of speakers here to show you from none other than Genesis. Now, I've been reviewing a lot of Genesis products lately for a couple of reasons. One, they sent me a big box of stuff, so a big thank you to Genesis for sending in products for me to review. But secondly, I'm really impressed with this brand. They offer up a range of gaming peripherals and accessories. Just yesterday I did their gaming chair floor protector mats, and they offer them at really good prices. So well worth checking out. Before I even start this review, I'm going to say to you, not now obviously, but after the video, do click the link down below to their website, because you'll be amazed at what they actually offer and how attainable the products are. Now, here we've got their Helium 400BT speakers. They're desktop speakers for your computer, just a left and right stereo pair, no subwoofer, and they offer up not only connection to your computer but also connection via Bluetooth, so you can use them for a couple of different use case scenarios. You could be using them either side of your computer monitor for really good audio, and then you could just start streaming from your smartphone, for example. So a really sort of compact pair of speakers that offer up some nice flexibility in how you can actually use them. Now, this is the product box. We're going to pop this out of the way in a moment, but inside here you get the speakers themselves. You also get some cables inside for connecting them to your computer, and that's about it, because that's all you need. On the side here, just another view of the speakers, as you can see, and then on the back we've got details about the specifications, including the 40 watts RMS output. So 40 watt output. These go very, very loud. Really good sort of volume on these. Now, the set consists of two speakers. One's sort of the passive speaker, the other one's got all of the controls on. Let's show you the passive one first of all. So it's got a nice solid feel to it. Wooden cabinet, not plastic, which is nice. And then we've got a matte finish front, again, which is nice because it doesn't show fingerprints. They show a little bit of dust because they're black in colour, of course, but that's what speakers do. You know, unfortunately you do have to dust your room from time to time, but it's still, at least it's minimal on these thanks to the matte finish on the front. We've got that black finish with a really nice highlighted red colour. Really do like the red in this woofer just here. Very, very nice accent colour. Looks absolutely superb. Now, round on the back we have got this sort of hole which helps with the bass extension. We've also got the connections to connect it to the other speaker as well in the pair. So let's take a look at the other one. Let's pop this one up the back here and have a look at this one. Now, this one, this is the only sort of negative, and it's not really a negative or a deal breaker, it's just something I would prefer. It's a captive cable. I would have liked it to have been just a figure 8 socket sort of in there, so that we could plug in a different cable or a longer cable. As such, it's quite a short cable. It's terminated with a 2-pin European connector, so I had to adapt this to actually use this in the UK. I just plugged it into an adapter and then into the wall socket. Not a big deal, but if it had been a separate cable, I could have plugged in a normal 3-pin UK cable in here. If you're going to use these permanently, I'm just reviewing them. If you're going to use these as your permanent speakers and you are in the UK, you could rewire this. So you could rewire a 3-pin UK plug on there. Now, on the back we've got the two little spring clip. Let's give you a close-up look at this. Two little spring clips here which connects to the other speaker that I showed you a moment ago. Then we've got the RCA stereo outputs just here. So you can connect these using the supplied cable either into a similar connection onto an audio interface, or you can connect them via the RCA to 3.5mm jack connector cable. Then it goes in 3.5mm into your computer. And then we've got the main on-off switch down the bottom. Same hole on the back to extend the bass frequency. On the side here we have got controls for bass, treble and volume on the side, so that's really nice. And then we've also got the Bluetooth pairing button on the side as well. So nice rotary controls to control the overall pitch of the audio and the overall volume. Again, really nice wooden cabinet. The fit and finish seems good. Couple of little tiny sort of pieces where the finish has just sort of missed. and this is like a laminate, a matte laminate to the wood as well. It's not painted, it's like a plastic laminate wrap. Little tiny rubberized feet on the bottom as well. Overall, a really nice design. But what is the audio like? Well, before we talk to you about the audio, let's just take a look inside the live chat. This is a live broadcast, of course, so if you are watching live, you can use the live chat to communicate with me throughout this video. If you're watching after the live broadcast, you can use the regular comment section below. And also, if you're not already subscribed, please do subscribe. But let's move on. The Genesis Helium 400BT. How do they sound? Well, I think they sound pretty darn good, especially when you consider the asking price for these. They've got a nice tonal quality to them. They sound a little bit rushed and a little bit eager in some sort of scenarios. And I would say that this is a desktop speaker that isn't overly refined, but goes nice and loud and gives you a really good listening experience with lots of different genres. So they're just good for sort of an all-round, very flexible use for computer audio, for listening back to streaming music via your smartphone. And the sort of lower end sounds good, they go nice and low. Mid end, there's some detail there. Not very finesse detail, but detail there nonetheless. And then the little tiny tweeter helps with the higher frequencies. And the higher frequencies are very good indeed, actually. Really nice detail in the higher frequencies. And that gives you an all-round sound that sounds great for desktop use. I wouldn't use these as a sort of reference monitor as such, but for gaming audio to accompany the maybe videos that you're watching on your computer. Maybe you do a lot of browsing of the internet, watching YouTube, playing back general music. These are really good at that. And then if you stick on the occasional game, this is going to give you a really nice engaging experience while you're playing your game as well. For gaming, a set of gaming speakers, they look the part, and I think they do sound really good as well for games. So I definitely would opt for these over and above every single time, over and above the speakers that are built into your monitor. So if you're getting into your gaming and you want to up your audio and really feel the game that you're playing, then these are well worth checking out. These are the Genesis Helium 400BT gaming desktop speakers. Links down below to where you can pick them up for yourself. If you enjoyed the video, please do hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you in another video very, very soon.